Hey guys, we are live. Okay, so today is day 5 of 5 days to your first digital product. And today is the day we are actually creating the things. Yesterday we did the style guide. We made sure we curated all of our ideas on Wednesday. On Thursday, we made sure we put them all together in a nice organized fashion. We picked our color palette, we picked our fonts. We know kind of the imagery we're going to be using both in the product and in the marketing of the product. Now today we're going to create our stuff, and there's a couple of caveats that I want to mention here just so you guys, because I know I've seen some questions come through on the Facebook group, so I definitely want to make sure I answer those for you guys. So number one, when you're creating products, I had someone tell me, dang, I want to sell on Creative Market, but I have to get an invitation and they have to see my work. So what do I do? Now I told them we answered this a little bit in the course, the Seller Society, but before you guys get the course, I want you guys to understand they do require seeing your work before they let you have a shop on Creative Market. So we recommend you, number one, either set up a shop page on your website if you have one. Number two, you could do a Facebook shop if that is in your wheelhouse and you know how to do that. Or three, you can actually set up an Etsy shop first. Even if you never end up selling on Etsy, I would absolutely put your products there if you have no other options. And then you can give them the reference of that shop and then they can accept your invitation. So we haven't seen, me, Janet, and Danny, haven't seen a lot of people that didn't get accepted to get a shop once they did deliver that link to their current products. So you just have to make sure you set up that shop first. So it's almost like a little portfolio of what you have for sale so they know that you're legit and you're not just going to spam people on there. So that's the number one thing. Number two, if you do end up selling things on your own website and then also on Creative Market and then maybe even also on Etsy, or there's other places, the Facebook shop, there's even other like marketplaces that I've seen that have actually approached me to sell on their sites. And I've tried out a couple of them, but my thing for that is we have all tried selling the same products on multiple like platforms and marketplaces, but you need to understand the mindset behind having your products in these marketplaces and what people are, number one, searching for there, and number two, what your competition is, how convoluted, how diluted is your market, because there's a million people creating Instagram stories templates now, or tons of people doing styled stock photos. And maybe instead what they're really needing is like Instagram sized photo collections. Just really look at the marketplace, see what your competitors are, and try to fill in the gaps like we said before. Not only are you filling in the gaps to serve like your individual customers, but you're filling the gap in the actual marketplace of what people are offering. So look at those two places. So when you sit down to create these products, have that in mind. Have your end game in mind. And then I would also say when you're trying to create these products, I would try batching. So if you know you're going to create one product, but maybe you want to do like 5 different colorways, I would try creating each of those things in one sitting. So if they're Instagram stories templates, for example, create all the different colorways, have them completely done and over with, but only list them like every once a week when you're doing your Creative Market or Etsy shop. So you have continual content being loaded in there. It's not just all at once, so you're creating interest and attention for people. That's consistent and more long-term instead of just all at one time, all of your stuff. We've also had a question come through about, do I fill up my shop and then open it, or is it okay to have one thing in there? And I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that. It really just depends. If you continue to be consistent and once a week you're loading in, I think it's fine to have one product in there. You're missing only like a week of having just one thing, and it's giving you time to create more stuff, but it's also completely acceptable to fill up your shop maybe with like 10 products and then go ahead and open it up. My thing is though, which this is to everyone, I'm like out of breath. Do not wait till it's perfect. Please today create that very first digital product and release it to the world, right? You're going to create that product and actually have it for sale. Or you can use it as an opt-in freebie if you'd like, but stop waiting till things are perfect. This very first product, if you've never created it before, should be your worst product, okay? You're never going to get better at it until you just start creating. So make sure today you're executing. Oh, and I'm totally missing all of the comments. Let's see. Is there anyone that's coming through? If you need to leave me a comment, my computer's being kind of wonky, so I don't know if I'll get it, but leave a comment below and I'll totally answer you later on. Get these things completed and list them. I just had a client yesterday. I helped her open up her creative shop, her Creative Market shop. We filled out all of her products. They were all on draft for her to check through, but they only had one promo image. And she was worried about the details. Like, do I need to have more promo images? Because all the best products that are sold the most, they have more promo images. I said, you absolutely can fill in the promo images, but if your plate is super full now, you don't have time today to get all of those promo images loaded, put them live, because you never know. The whole point is just to have these available for people who need them. And at the end of the day, having more promo images is not going to make or break you. You might be serving people for an extra week in advance while you're spending time creating those images. So just get them done, get them loaded, put them for sale, because remember, these can live on forever. You can sell them an unlimited amount of time. And the best part is you can reiterate on these things. You can create one set of styled stock images, and if in a year you go back and say, you know, that didn't really sell very well, what can I add to this collection? Or what can I change about this? Or if it's a website template, maybe I need better previews. Maybe I need to build a demo site later on. Maybe I need, whatever. But this is phase one. This is all a work in progress. This is not going to be set in stone. This is not going to make or break you. You put it out in the world, and then you just keep reiterating, you keep improving, you keep getting better. And so you can, number one, make more products, or you can just polish up the ones you already have and then fill in the blanks as you need them. So today, I created a Trello board. That's your freebie. If you use Trello, this is going to be really helpful for you. If you've never been on Trello before, this might be a good place to start. But it's just a really easy, to use template to follow, to make sure you're holding yourself accountable, to organize all of your ideas, to have a home base for your project, to set deadlines, and then follow those deadlines so you execute. The biggest piece to this is that people just don't execute. They put this on the back burner. They're either serving clients or they're doing other things in their business, and they don't put this as a priority or treat it as a project. So it just sits around, right? I have been guilty of this. I've completely done this where I'm just trying to get everything else done. And so creating those digital products that are passive becomes the last thing on my list. If you just commit and set a date and set a deadline, treat it like a project, get it done, you could be making money off these things. And again, it might not be millions of dollars, but what it could be is your coffee budget, or it could be a little bit of gas, or it could be your payment for an office space, whatever it is. That could be the supplemental income that can help you as long as you just get it done, put it up, and then worry about making it better later. So that's all I have to say about today. It's super easy, super fast. Make sure you sign up if you want that freebie, that Trello board. And if you guys do have any questions about executing your products, please let me know. But it's due today. Today is the day that you need to complete your first digital product. This has been an amazing challenge. I'm, again, completely out of breath. But I hope to see you guys. If you want to sign up for the Seller Society, the doors are open. We are going to have it be evergreen. So whenever you're ready to sign up for the course and get your Creative Market Shop up and going, you have this free training to get your one product done. You can revisit it and you can learn about how to create even more products. But then once you're ready to execute and really build a shop and put effort and time in, that Seller Society course is going to be available for you to purchase and really know from my experience and Jana's experience for the years that we've been on Creative Market, if that's going to be your platform of choice, how to make it flourish and how to make the most of that passive income stream in your business. Let me know if you have questions. Feel free to share this with your friends, and I'll see you guys at the next challenge.